A 2-year-old toddler got lost in the woods, while his family had already been tied up and tortured by 2 psychopaths in the forest. By this point, the little boy had been walking for a day and a night. Hunger quickly caused him to collapse on the ground due to exhaustion. Fortunately, a couple preparing for a picnic discovered him just in time. Luckily, the man was also a doctor. After a systematic diagnosis, Nick found that the child had not been in an accident and had only fainted due to hunger. The kind-hearted couple quickly took him to their car to rest. Before long, a white car slowly pulled up. The couple thought it was the forest rescue team, so they told them about finding the child without hesitation. Little did they know, this man was actually one of the 2 psychopathic murderers, and he was also looking for this child. Nick thought he didn't look like a bad person, so he suggested taking the boy to the hospital immediately. The kidnapper pretended to be kind and said he would go up the mountain to look for the boy's parents first. The couple thought it made sense, so Nick followed him up the mountain while his girlfriend Lisa stayed in the car to look after the child. After walking for a short while, Nick found a family lying on the ground. Upon closer inspection, he discovered that the woman on the ground was not quite dead. Nick quickly started performing first aid on her. Seeing that the situation was not right, the kidnapper directly raised his gun and fired another shot. After a gunshot rang out, Nick was shocked and frozen in place. The kidnapper tackled him to the ground and then ran towards the depths of the woods. The kidnapper chased after him relentlessly. Unfortunately, Lisa, who was waiting at the foot of the mountain, also encountered another psychopathic murderer, Tony. Hearing the gunshots from the mountain, Lisa picked up the child, turned around, and ran. Just as the 2 were desperately trying to escape at the same time, the kidnapper accidentally shot his accomplice, Tony. After confirming that Tony was dead, the sound of a baby crying suddenly rang out. At this point, the kidnapper completely broke down. He picked up the child from Lisa's arms and threw him on the ground without saying a word. The surroundings instantly became much quieter. In order to get Nick's attention, the kidnapper deliberately hung Lisa from a tree. Lisa was left hanging by the kidnapper for several hours. Seeing that her boyfriend Nick had not shown up for a long time, the kidnapper felt that something was wrong. Just then, the sound of a car engine suddenly came from the foot of the mountain. The kidnapper was frightened and quickly let Lisa down from the tree. He then pulled Lisa into the car to chase after Nick. Just as the kidnapper was driving with a serious look on his face, Lisa suddenly grabbed the steering wheel. The car instantly crashed into a large tree on the side of the road. Meanwhile, Nick drove the car to the police station to report the case as soon as possible. The police quickly brought him to this evil little forest to rescue his girlfriend Lisa. Just as the 2 police officers got out of the car to investigate, they were suddenly attacked by the kidnapper.